Sony, Sony, Sony. I don't understand these companies. I don't, for the life of me, I do not understand these companies. These multi billion dollar companies, all of them, they don't make any sense. The decisions they make are beyond my own knowledge. They make more money than they know what to do with, yet they're run by people who just make the most ridiculous decisions. So it is November 14th, 2018, and Sony just announced that they are not going to be participating in E3 2019. For those of you that don't know, E3 is the Electronic Entertainment Expo. It takes place every year in June, the beginning first 2 weeks in June, every year for the past like 20 something years. I don't know how long it's been. I've been tuning in for many of those years, about half of them. And it's always been, the big three always have a press conference: Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo. Not in that order. Sony's normally last. And they announce all the games and news and media coming up the next coming year, for the next coming year, everything that's coming out. And it's a great way for people to get excited and talk about it, and marketing and pre-orders and lots of, people buying products. There's just lots of money involved. Millions of viewers watch it, right? And Sony chooses not to have an E3, not to participate next year in 2019. It literally makes no sense. It doesn't matter. People are saying, oh, they're gonna announce the PlayStation 5, this and that. So they're gonna have their own conference some other time. It doesn't matter. It makes no sense. They could do all of that at E3 and have millions of more viewers. They could reach millions of more people in the audience. People that don't necessarily associate with Sony, that maybe don't buy their products. People are still going to be there at E3, going to be tuned in to the streams and videos. And they could have exposure, more exposure, positive exposure, showing all of their games and their new hardware, whatever it may be. But now, since they're choosing not to participate, they are literally isolating everybody else who likes Nintendo and Microsoft, who watches their stuff. They are never going to see the Sony stuff because they're not going to tune in. They're not going to go to Sony's website, Sony's channels on their own time and go look at that stuff. No, because they don't like Sony. I do. I like everybody. But 2/3 of the people, of the gamers out there that play consoles, are not going to be engaged in it at all. It makes no sense whatsoever, psychologically, analytically, any way you look at this. It doesn't matter. If they're announcing the PlayStation 5, it would be all the better for them to have it at E3. To have a new booth at E3 with the big 5 there, PS5. And everybody would be flooding over there to their booth, to their section. This makes no sense. I think part of it might be because they got a lot of flack this year, guys. In 2018, their show was not very good, and I'll say that too. It was not very good. It had like 4 games, and they had like 2 locations. They actually moved the crowd in during the show. They actually literally had the crowd move locations, had to get up out of their seats and walk somewhere. We didn't get to see that as audience online, but the people there. So they talked about it. It was not very good. So I feel like they might be hurt, have their feelings hurt emotionally, but you gotta man up, you gotta, pick up your bootstraps and get back out there, get back on the horse, and do it again, do it better. Don't run away, and don't say you're not gonna do E3. It's ridiculous. It makes no sense. I hope they change their plans, but if they don't do it soon, if we don't hear anything in the next couple of weeks, it's gonna be locked in, and that's gonna be it. Then the floor plans are going to be made. Any other company that's going to take over will take over and come in and replace them. Who knows? Microsoft and Nintendo might have more, space. I don't know how they're going to divvy it up. But point is, if Sony doesn't do something quick, they're going to be out of E3, and it's just going to be a sad time for everybody. No one's going to be happy about it because everybody wins at E3. No matter what you like, there's something there for everyone. And the fact that they're isolating themselves and leaving, I hope that they're just getting ready and they're going to prepare something maybe big for 2020. It makes no sense, man. Sony, stop trying to isolate yourself. You got to come together. All these companies, we need to come together. Thank you for unlocking crossplay on Fortnite, but we got to unlock crossplay everywhere. It shouldn't matter where you play. All that matters is that you play together. Take care, everybody. See you in the next one.